Well, here we go at the Shady Rest Garden. We are April the 12th, 2018. You can see plenty of daylily foliage, but I don't think you can see any blooms. Actually, Doris found Escape on Joyner's black pepper a few days ago and took a picture of that. And it'll bloom, I guess, in a couple of weeks maybe. Last year it was the first one to bloom, and looks like it'll be this year's early bloomer. There's a lot of things you'll see today that are under construction. Again, it's April the 12th, and we're still working on stuff. This was a stand of river canes, and I cut it down last year. Doris has been digging out roots for a long time. She planted a hydrangea up there, and we will build a rock wall at some point in time. Actually, Doris will probably do that. You can see different things in various stages of bloom and bud. That is a beech tree. It still has few leaves. It's dumping them and putting new ones on. And that's a buckeye in the background. Lots of azaleas blooming. And there's a saucer magnolia that's on its second to bloom. It tried, I guess, in February or late February, early March, and got nipped when it was blooming, and it's come back out to an extent. And here's another Japanese azalea. We don't take enough time to check all these things out and really enjoy them because there's just so much stuff to do here. But plenty of Japanese azaleas. We'll see some native azaleas later on. Cut out a plum tree, flowering plum tree last week. Plus Doris wiped out a bunch of knockout roses and stuff, and she planted that Japanese maple in that spot there. Big old hydrangea. And you can see azaleas, and there's what used to be called a bridal wreath or something like that. That's still blooming back there. And Doris has planted a whole bunch of irises, mini irises. I'm sorry, hostas, mini hostas, not irises. Here are English irises potted up, and blue stokesia. Our local daylily club will get to sell them at the May market at Roselawn. And here is just a bunch of hostas. That hopefully will require a whole lot less work than daylilies. And there's still some to plant. There's an old wheelbarrow tree with miniature. Got a few pots here, there, and yonder. And I bought some tomato plants. There's some native azaleas still in pots that'll get planted out. You like them. There's some tomato plants that I put there because it was going to frost. And here's some more tomato plants from Adairsville High School and Cass High School. And there underneath that Japanese maple is a blue woodland fox blooming. A lot of it's already finished because it is early, very early. And there's a very bright white Japanese azalea, and there's a huge one there. And this is just what I'm saying, and I hadn't even noticed this purple and pink and white. I guess that's probably a kind of phlox or creeping jenny or something. I don't even know. And here you can see the daylily foliage. It's growing like crazy, even though we hadn't had a whole lot of water. Doris says we're going to start hooking up the sprinklers real soon. And it's supposed to rain Sunday. It always seems to rain on Sunday just about, and usually it's pretty cold. And here is our big pond with some Japanese azaleas in the back that are just getting ready to bloom. And there's some more of the woodland phlox. And there's some more blue woodland phlox with huge Japanese azaleas in the background. Lots of Japanese maples. Of course they don't bloom, but they're still pretty and they're burgundy. Here's a native azalea, pink in color. It seems to like it here. And yeah, there's some bales of pine straw. I've got 350 bales of pine straw. This is a long leaf, which makes it the equivalent of about 525 bales of short leaf that you would get like at Lowe's or Home Depot or something like that. And there's some white azaleas in the background. And here's some more azaleas just getting ready to open. Some of them are open. That one's got freckles. They all have freckles. All of them, those bushes do. Don't know if we'll make it up the hill there, but you can see on the left side of the gravel road some more azaleas blooming. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers of daylilies. And there's some petunias. Porky's girlfriend. And here we're going into the cabin area, and there's a native azalea that's it's been blooming for a couple of weeks. And our dry creek bed is dry right now, but we'll get it hooked up and running when it warms up. And it has warmed up and will warm up finally. I think our wintertime is close to over. It's supposed to be 36 or something like that next Tuesday. 7 or 8 days. 5 or 6 days from now. And there's some more daylilies. We got a few of them. Now we're getting into the area with some native azalea. There's some right there. They're blooming. And then a white variety. And then some more that are red and orange. The first one that blooms every year is red. And then when it really opens up, it's orange. But it's probably already pretty much gone. But we'll go up that way and see. Anyway, here's the yellow, orange, gold, I guess we could call it. And here's some red that we could see if we ventured up here each and every day. And there's some pink. That may be the most common one in the wild. And that's one that not bloomed this year. Yeah. It is late. I see buds now, and here's a later bloomer. And there's some more Japanese azaleas, and there's some more daylilies. I guess that pink azaleas about bloomed out. And the name of this is escaping me right now. It seems to be in bloom. And there's some more. I'm going to walk through this flower bed. And that's full bloom on this. Again, I can't remember. It's akin to the snowball bush. The dogwoods are about played out. They're earlier bloomers. And we've got azaleas that seem to like it up here. I see some cows in the background. Magnolia right there. And here's the one I was talking about. It's about gone, but not quite as far along as I am. And I really like these native azaleas. We call them honeysuckle bushes when I was a kid. And here, I hope it's not too bright in there, but here's clematis growing up that pole there. And here's the aforementioned snowball bush. It's got quite a few blooms on it. It's been cut back, but it's still doing its thing. And here's some more hosta that have been here, I don't know, 3 or 4 years maybe. And still got some popping up, but most of them have already leafed out and are doing pretty well. Got lots of shade, except where we've cut trees and had trees cut. Speaking of trees cut, we had a big old oak cut last June and had split it up. We heat with wood, so. And here's Hosta Hill. I guess we can walk this way. Yeah, there are bags of pine bark mulch here that still need to get spread, but at least they're here in place. And Doris likes her Japanese maples, and we've got a few. She can tell you the scientific names of all these things, but I do well to remember my own name. My Roman or Latin name. The ancient Romans spoke Latin. That's our well house up there. Ancient Romans spoke Latin, of course, and many of our Romance languages come from the Roman language of Latin. Yeah, I was a history teacher. And I think if the Romans were going to give me a name, it might be Gluteus Maximus. And here's some more big old azaleas. And there's some more firewood. It'll go back into the woodshed when the work in it is complete. And here, some more flowers in bloom that Doris is going to give some to the son of the lady that gave us that originally. And here are some walls that hold daylilies. There's some more white azaleas down there. More Japanese maples. And we're going back down the hill. And I think I'm going to call it quits right here. Thank you for joining us at the Shady Rest Gardens, as always. Doris Bishop is the plant manager here. And, wait, I see some more native azaleas back in there. I just can't quit. I really like those. Do you see those? Back in the... It's up a pathway that we didn't go up a while ago. And we have to see these things every day. And perhaps you can hear those birds singing in the background. They just seem so happy. It makes you sick, don't it? Anyway, this is David Bishop signing out from the Shady Rest Garden.